Our son was drinking at a party, essentially passed out, and woke to find himself accused of sexual assault, and was later convicted. In the girl's testimony, she admitted that she did not know what was in the police report, and that she had lied to the police in an effort to avoid revocation of her deferred judgment for underage drinking. Asked if she blamed my son for their sexual encounter in order to avoid getting into more trouble herself, she answered yes. She then explained verbatim, "I didn't even want to do this to this poor guy," and she told the deputy district attorney that the case should be dismissed. Our son always maintained his innocence and wanted nothing to do with any plea bargaining. His lawyer, we believe, was unable to present a good defense because of the rape show law. The only witness that the jury should have listened to was the woman that originally accused my son of this crime and who testified that she lied. Many of the jury members were not suited to fulfill their roles due to hard hearing, and 3 jurors sitting in the front had their eyes closed during crucial evidence. Our son was found guilty and sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. The judge's last words before sentencing were that the court finds that our son is an intelligent person with a high IQ and no threat to society. The perplexing thing about this case is that the victim witness testified to fabricating the truth, and the judge and jury still made the decision they did, forever changing our fate. I am 64 years old and have gone back to work. My wife is continuing to work, so we are able to accept collect calls from our son when he is allowed to call, and have been able to send enough money for him to have a radio and TV so he can feel some connection to the outside world. At a time in our lives when we expected to be retired, we are forced back to work. We have had to sell our home to pay his college debts and borrowed money to hire a lawyer to handle the appeal. In a letter our son wrote, "Every day I fear for my life. My life is seemingly over." We believe that several things could have changed the outcome of the trial and avoided the destruction of our lives. To begin with, the woman testified that she told the prosecutor to dismiss the case, so the prosecutors should be held accountable for not disclosing that information to the defense in advance. Testimony of the only witness and the alleged victim stated that she lied and my son did not sexually assault her. Therefore, the judge should have stopped this trial and dismissed the case. Additionally, jury members should all be provided and encouraged to wear hearing assisting devices for testimony, and transcripts should be provided immediately and prior to any deliberation. Judges should be stricter about jurors that are not paying attention or who close their eyes for too long. Furthermore, a mandatory prison sentence does not fit a conviction under these circumstances. Mandatory prison sentences must be a thing of the past.